Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things from Everton 1, Wolves 0 at Goodison Park tonight. The final home game of the season is done. Everton have won it. They're only the sixth home win of the season, but avoided a record-breaking 10 home defeats, which would have been the worst ever in the history. But they've avoided that. They've won the game. They're on to 59 points, and it means that they go to the final game of the season at Manchester City, still being able to qualify for Europe, which is something, I guess. I mean, the most frustrating thing, that was certainly the way results have gone tonight, is that if we'd have beaten Sheffield United the other day, and we should have done, we'd be in Europe tonight with that victory. We'd have 62 points, and that we'd be in Europe. And that's the frustrating thing, because Wolves are miles better than Sheffield United, miles better, and yet we've won the game. Let's get into it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about why Everton have won tonight. The first thing I'm going to speak about is the atmosphere. I was in the stadium tonight. It was great. The atmosphere was really good. Considering it was only 6,500 and they were spread out in every stand, the atmosphere was really good. You could see it give the players an extra few percent. And yes, they shouldn't need that. And I've said this before, but the fact of the matter is that when you are on a great side, you need every bit of help you can get. And Everton aren't a great side by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of teams have lost home games this season. Liverpool have lost 6 or 7, I think. Leicester have lost 8. Everton have lost 9. Spurs have lost again today. They've lost quite a few at home as well. Manchester United have had 6 put past them by Spurs, and Sheffield United, ironically, the only other team they won away at was Man United. So Arsenal's home form is dreadful as well. So a lot of teams have been really poor at home and been good away. For Everton, I think the atmosphere, I think not having crowd in affects us more. I'm going to say this, aren't I? And a lot of people will disagree. But I think it affects us more than anyone, because we need that. We need something to lift us to the level of other teams. And it's the stats are there, the facts are there. Everton have played 3 Premier League games this season with crowd at Goodison Park, and they've won all 3 of them. And they beat Arsenal, Chelsea and Wolves with the supporters. And to me, seeing it firsthand tonight, seeing them run that extra yard, seeing them bouncing up, seeing Richarlison when he scored running to celebrate with the crowd, seeing Ben Godfrey when he won corners or he won a tackle and he'd get up and he's giving that to the crowd. You could see really feeding off the energy that was there. And ultimately, that's got Everton through tonight. Wolves, like you say, are much better than Sheffield United, much better than Fulham, much better than Newcastle, in my opinion. Better sides, better players. And Everton have managed to win that game. They didn't win any of the 3 I've just spoke about. Better than Burnley. They're up there, probably comparable with Villa, maybe not as good in the attack and final third as Villa, but certainly everywhere else they're a strong side. And Everton have beat them tonight, and it is mainly because of the atmosphere. So we've got to harness that for next season and use that. Looks like we're going to be back in August. Certainly, I'd be amazed if it isn't 2/3 full, if not full, by August. And we have got to harness that home atmosphere to give these players a lift. But we've won the game tonight, and I am putting it squarely on the atmosphere. The second thing I'm going to talk about is Richarlison, and it feeds into that what I've just been speaking about, which is the crowd and the atmosphere. He was much better tonight, much better. And it's not just because he scored the goal, which he did, but you can see him feeding off the crowd. He was running more than he's ran the last few games, getting himself stuck in, trying things, trying to take the fight to them, more like the Richarlison we know and we've come to rely on as one of our talisman. And I thought he was much better tonight. He wasn't perfect. It wasn't the best game I've ever seen him have. It wasn't a single-handed victory all because of him. But he come up trumps when we needed him to, with a good header off a corner, right into the far corner of the net. He was a threat to them. They were worried about him. He put tackles in, he worked hard, he battled back, and he gave everything. And he was knackered at the end. And a few of them were, because I think they realised that we were not going to let them off tonight. Not after the performance that they put in at Goodison. We were not going to let them off. They were going to have to run for every second of that game. And it's what they did. And a couple of times where they turned and passed it back, the crowd were restless because they wanted to go the other way. And I think what it does, the atmosphere, is it changes it from being a training game just a game of footy. That's like when you're training. It puts something back on it, and it makes them realise that there is something on this, and us as fans want to see winning football. And we made them go forward, and we made them have shots, and we made Ben Godfrey go on a run and smash it against someone to get a corner, and then jump up, pumped up. You could see him feeding off the crowd, but Richarlison fed off that more than anyone, I thought, tonight. And it was good to see. It's good to see, because when he's on that form and when he's given everything for the cause, he's so much better, and we've got another goal threat. And it's great tonight that he's got the winner. Actually, it was 9 games, I think, without a goal. So it was great tonight that he's gone and got the winner. And if he could go and get another couple on Sunday and win it for us and put us in Europe, that would be even better. And the final thing I'm going to talk about, Jordan Pickford. Because listen, on this channel, we've questioned him at times. Fans have questioned him. People will question me sticking up for him again here. But I think since the derby, when he came back into the team for the Merseyside derby, he has been fantastic for us. That day he made that save from Jordan Henderson's volley. He then made a great save in that game from Mo Salah. And he's just been so good since that game. Even we lost at home to Burnley. Neither goal was anything to do with him. We lost against Villa, nothing to do. He's cut out the arse and about. Tonight I could hear him in the stadium because you could hear the players at times. Even though the atmosphere was really good. And you could hear him screaming and bawling and challenging people to do more. And when he's in that form, when his head's on it, and when he's calm, then he is a good goalkeeper. And he's someone you don't have to worry about. His kicking was superb again tonight. So he's come back strong, and I think it's important to recognise that, and I think it's important to credit it where it's due. People are very easy to have a dig and have a go at people and stuff, but you also have to come when they're doing well and when they're kind of coming out the other side. You got to praise them as well. I thought Gylfi Sigurdsson had a good game tonight, and I'm not, I still would like him replaced in terms of being in that midfield, but I understand he's an important member of the squad, so that's fine as well. I think he's actually had a decent season, Gylfi Sigurdsson, to be fair, much better than last season. So I think it's important that we do acknowledge when players are really have improved and have picked the game up, and Jordan Pickford really has. So I thought it was worth mentioning. I could go on about recruitment, and it's clear to see what we need and all, but that's for another time in another video. We've won the game tonight. It's another clean sheet for Jordan Pickford, which he's picked up a few of late, and Everton have won the game, so that's all that matters from an Evertonian point of view. So there you go. That is it from me. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Check out all of the other after-match stuff, Ped's match reaction and his player ratings. Be interesting to see who he gives man of the match to. I give it to Pickford. And if you want more videos, including daily live videos, join us on Patreon. Have a great night. See you later.